Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. Let me get rid of this. Just got a couple of cards and comics to show you today. These are some random cards, a She-Hulk Marvel card. I've been trying to pick some of those up from the people who are giving them away. And this, I don't know, it's a Star Trek card? I'm kidding. It's a One Piece card. It is a One Piece card. Don't kill me. But anyway, those three came in yesterday. And then today, I got a whole bunch of comics. So let me bring this up here. And we're going to go through these really fast. This is a Harley Quinn. It's a takeoff on the first Batman. And if you look at this, obviously, it looks like it's been kept in a collection. There's a scuffing mark up here. There are little cuts and crimps and pen marks on the cover, like your little brother got a hold of it. Batman and the Spectre. I just love the giant squid. That's gotta be something from the 20,000 Leagues. A couple of issues of Red Sonja, which I picked up because the covers did not revulse me. Most of the time they do. This is an amazing book. This is Belit and Valeria. Belit is a character by Robert E. Howard, the developer of Conan, the writer of Conan, and Cull. I can't wait to dive into this book and check it out. And then Power of the Atom. This is sort of a sword and sorcery take on the Atom's time. I forget how many issues there are. And Infinity Inc. with Hawkman and Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and all my favorites on the cover. Had to buy it. And then here's where the people knew how to trigger me. Planet of the Apes books. I got these real cheap. I think they were $2 a piece. But the Planet of the Apes was so important to me growing up in the 70s. And so when I see these books, I am triggered. But the best is yet to come. Howard the Duck, done up as the son of Satan. This is a treasured book, and I can't wait to add it to my collection. Howard the Duck is one of my big-time favorites. All right, that's the comic books. Now let's look at more cards. Yes, these were given to me by my wife. She just sort of had a card, an incoming shipment of cards, and these were some of the ones that she had either purchased for me or they were extras. So the extras will probably go to my grandkids. Some Nine Tails there. She's a big fan of Muck and Grimer and Melodic. I gave her this card, so she bought me another one to give back to me. Anyway, also Lapras. She digs a Lapras. So just thought I would show these cards a little bit. And I'm sorry if I'm mauling any of the names. I apologize. But, oh, that's a killer Butterfree. Look at that. And this dude, I'm thinking of, this is going to be one of my new favorites. Leave the name in the comments. I forget it. Oh, I'm such a bad nerd. I love Gene Colan. People will say what they will about Howard the Duck, but in a time of the 1970s where head shop humor became something of a widespread acceptance, Howard the Duck and a few other characters and titles that Marvel did, and DC as well, they had Plop, and they had I think they were involved with Crazy, which was sort of a Mad Magazine, and Cracked Magazine clone. But, you know, like the stuff that was done in Howard the Duck was honestly long before its time parody. The entire Marvel universe, the entire Disney thing. Gene Colan had his way with the industry by creating Howard the Duck, and it's just absolutely one of my top favorite comic books of all time is Howard the Duck. I again, you know, like this kind of thing that Marvel was doing, where they were doing like sort of head shop humor. And if you don't know what I mean by head shop humor, it back in the day, before all of this legalization nonsense has gone on in the world, you used to have to go to like record stores that had a back room where they would sell all of their smoking implements and supplies, and stuff like the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers came out of that. There were a lot of you know, Robert Crumb did a lot of head shop cartoons. It was all stuff that was sort of aimed at the drug buying public in a way. But when you work at Marvel or DC, I mean, there wasn't really, you had to be a little more tongue in cheek. You had to be a little bit more hidden about it. But those of us who saw what was going on, we knew exactly how cool Howard the Duck was. Still is. Although artists have done different things with them, and I don't really, you know, the Howard the Duck stuff that came out in the 90s and the 2000s and stuff like that, it's been a nice revival. But you know, I'm glad we didn't get another Howard the Duck movie for a variety of reasons. Although I do like Howard the Duck as a film. I guess I should probably review that film sometime. I'm right now embracing for all of the things that I said about Kraven the Hunter in my last upload. If you haven't watched that yet, I will tell you exactly why Kraven the Hunter will be looked at further on down the line in the similar way to Joker 2. I think that people will revisit things like Kraven the Hunter and be sorry that they didn't financially support these films, and that the critics didn't sort of point out what was decent about them when they were out there. I think that the genius of films like Kraven, which were completed with the idea of leaving a solid foundation for future films, even though it was basically like it was dead on the vine, those filmmakers and the directors saw that project through, and they did a wonderful job of it. You can hate on the fact that Kraven is turned into a good guy. I don't see people bitching about Venom becoming a good guy, but you know, at one time, Venom was not a good character. And this is the way Sony has played them too, is that they've decided to turn them into heroes, like Howard. Howard is not the hero that we deserve, but he is the hero that we need. There needs to be somebody coming back and making fun of all this shit. And they need to make fun of the people that are taking comic book movies way too seriously. So anyway, check out that review. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. Excuse me. Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to the point where on my third viewing, I was actually looking forward to sitting down and trying to see some of the other things that I had not seen the first two viewings through. And I did. I found other things to like about it. I found other things to say. So check it out. Anyway, that's all I got for you here today on Monkey Shine Lab, but stick around, folks. There's going to be some really entertaining videos coming up over the next couple of weeks. My wife and I have a plan. Anyway, thanks a lot, folks, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.